All right, guys, so let's quickly make this one very brief. And so the APC INEC chairman, George Ajo Amopitan, is now threatening to arrest you and I for calling out the things that are obvious. And without even wasting time, I'm going to go straight to the point because this has been like rumor and people have been talking about it. I decided to take a walk to also check it out myself. So George Amopitan has been indicted for being a pro-sympathizer of Tinubu's government. And if you know how the X operates, like the Twitter, if you open a Twitter account, you have an ID number, which I'm going to be putting it up after this post. The ID number doesn't change. It is yours. You might change your name, you might change anything about you, but that ID number remains yours forever. Unless you put down the account and that account no longer exists. So George Amopitan has come out to disclaim that what is being said about him responding to a tweet is not true, that it is impersonation. So let me start from the very beginning. On September 6, 2022, that X account was created. From day one, I have checked it out. If you put it on X search engine, you'll see it. The name on that account has been George Amopitan. No letter edited, nothing. That name remains the original identity consistently for over 3 years. This is not speculation. This is not them say. I checked it out myself. That is how X account ID system works. A permanent digital fingerprint that does not change. Your ID is your ID no matter how long you have that account and change account. If you've changed names in the account, it will show the number of times you've changed your name. So in 2023, during the national election period, that same account posted a content openly supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC. The statement was like, under somebody's statement, said, victory is sure. I'll post it down here. Clearly political statement. And the post remained public. It was visible for years. Then suddenly, when the viral news of him being a conman came into play, that account now changed its name to Sunday Vibes 000. The account was locked and now labeled a parody. And within hours, we are being told this is impersonation. But let us be honest and let's have a conversation. Who would have thought of impersonating Amopitan as of 2023? I didn't know him. People didn't know him. He was not a person of interest. So who would have thought of impersonating him in 2023? He wasn't the INEC chairman. Most of us didn't. I don't think 1% of the population knew him. So who would have thought of impersonating Amopitan in 2023? Because impersonation usually comes with prominence, it comes with influence, it comes with relevance. So who exactly in 2023 knew Amopitan enough as a civil servant or as a son or as a lawyer to impersonate him? Does impersonating him give you traction on X? Because of course we know how X works. X works with relevance, with traction, people wanting to be who they are not. But in this case, this is not to undermine his personality, but it's just to say he wasn't relevant in that space as of 2023. At least I've been there for a long time. So now what is really getting on my nerves, and that is why I'm just like all over the place in this video, is INEC releasing a statement. In that statement, they claim impersonation. Fine. They went further to threaten actions against so-called imposters. But here is the problem. INEC has not told Nigerians that it is investigating Professor George Amopitan. They are not saying that they are looking into the matter because that is how an institution should behave. But rather, they are rushing into shutting us down by giving threats of actions against people who are talking about it, telling us how the Cybercrime and Impersonation Act does work in Nigeria. So suddenly, INEC has become like the executor, they become the judge, they become everything. And this is how Nigerian works, because I tell you that this cybercrime and whatever is very bogus. And if you don't take time, this is what these people use to shut people down. But INEC is an institution, so you cannot shut Nigerians down. You cannot shut us down. You cannot tell people to stop saying something that is obvious in the social space. You cannot defend credibility by shutting down scrutiny. You can only defend credibility by confronting the truth. And the truth is not just to disclaim, oh, he wasn't on X during that period. We're not asking for a threat right now, and nobody's even scared of threat. You are asking a simple question, and you have to make it clear. Who would have thought of impersonating him in 2023? There are so many things linked to this allegation against him. There are so many things, his email address, his phone numbers, all linked to this topic. And then you wake up and you use your official page to threaten Nigerians with taxpayers' money. We are paying Amopitan. Amopitan turns around to threaten Nigerians. Enough of this. If Tinubu wants to elect another INEC APC chairman, he should go ahead and do it. But Amopitan has been casted. We cannot shut up and see this happen in Nigeria. You can go ahead and elect another APC member as INEC chairman. At least the one that have not made it open, that is part of you. We cannot continue treating serious institutional concerns as if it is a normal occurrence. No, not with taxpayers' money given to INEC. Not with the money allocated for these elections. Not with over 800 billion Nigerian naira that is being given to INEC to conduct this election. No, you cannot threaten us with that amount of money, almost 1 trillion naira, money that is causing inflation, money that is causing poverty, money that has kept Nigeria as a third world country, excessive borrowing. If you want to put Amopitan in place, why will you waste taxpayers' money? Just go ahead and do election or whatever you want to do without any money, because it can actually write the result for you at the end of the day. This is such a shame. It is a shame of an administration. It's a shame of a government. It's a shame of you thinking that Nigerians are tools that you can actually bully at your own time. And Amopitan, you cannot. Enough of all this. If you're being indicted, the most honorable thing to do is to step aside, not to bully and intimidate anybody. It doesn't mean you're admitting guilt. It just means you need a process to be investigated. For crying out loud, you're a senior advocate of Nigeria and you're threatening us to do what? Not to speak? The role of an umpire is not just to officiate. It is to be trusted by all sides. And if one side say they don't trust you, the most honorable thing to do is step aside. It is a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.